Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to Monster Legends. So I've been informed that there's some new stuff, new monsters coming out, new leaks. So welcome to a Monster Legends sneak peek video. I am super excited about this, because I've been hearing some stuff about the monsters. As always, anytime someone tries to tell me stuff, I'm like, hold up. Let me see the thing for myself, because I want to have a first reaction to it. So with that being said, allow me to introduce to you the information from July 6th to July 12th. So as you can see, there's some things that pop out immediately. Next week is going to be a Mrbeast Relic Island. We're getting a new banner, which means whatever exclusive banner we have right now, I believe it's starting with this banner, that is most likely going to become craftable for anyone that's been wanting that banner. But yeah, we're getting a new banner, and it does appear that any single monster that is the free Legends Pass monster, that is going to be the monster that has some sort of relic, new diamond relic associated with it. So I'm a little sad. I'm a little upset that Armorclaw didn't get his own relic, since he was a free to play Legends Pass monster. Dr. Watts got one, Mrbeast is getting one, Moonhaze got one, Tiny got one. So I don't know, maybe we need to petition for Armorclaw to get an armor relic or something. But with that being said, if you look at the left hand corner, we also see this new adorable looking monster. But at the same time, this monster also looks super vicious. I mean, just look at that monster. My goodness. Anyhow, I am recording this video on the 7th of July, and today is Tuesday. So let's see, Abduction Maze, ISO Challenge Collector's Breeding. Tomorrow is going to be the ISO Challenge Collector's Breeding, so nothing changes up until Thursday. Okay, Thursday we have a new capitalized breeding event. So there's that. On Friday, the Krusty's Tail Challenge will finally start, so make sure you have all of your 5 items of each needed, you know, your map, your whatever it is. I completely forgot. Most people get that on the first day just watching Monster Wood. We also have the Muchi breeding, which I'm assuming is that monster right there. So kind of like the previous event where I believe it was Nightingale, a breeding event. Oh, Daedalus also, I imagine we'll probably have some sort of frat event or something where you can get additional cells, so that's likely going to be a new monster. Let's see, we have the Urkin and Metalbeat pathway on Saturday, top breeding events, and Crusty Cells. Yeah, so this is some stuff coming up for the rest of the week, as well as next week, that Mrbeast Relic Island. That is what you have to look forward to. Alright, with that being said, let's see what else we have. Some monster peek right here. Ooh, there's Muchi. So yeah, this is the most recent. I knew he was going to get vicious as an adult, so he looks adorable and cuddly, but you just know that he's going to destroy you and eat you. So we're definitely going with some alien theme right now. Alright, Muchi, let's see. Deals low dark damage to when enemy gains as much life as damage dealt. Deals low dark damage, applies physical weakness. Oh, this is actually really good. A lot of monsters have physical attacks. Nord, the extra turner, has a lot of physical attacks. Imagine Muchi going first, making the enemy weak to physical attacks, and then you go in for the kill. I mean, you even have a strong single target, like 80 damage attack with Nord. You also have the AoE skill. Alright, Foul Teeth deals low physical damage, applies poison, requires cooldown, applies increased healing to itself, deals moderate dark damage to an enemy, gains as much life. So right now, this monster is an attacker from what I can tell. This is the type of dark monster, going back to the OG dark monsters, that are like vampiric. They steal life, they attack you, they steal life. They're pretty hard to kill. Deals moderate physical damage, applies double damage to itself. Deals moderate dark damage to enemies, applies poison and physical weakness to enemies. Wow, talk about an upgraded version to Slime over here. Although I imagine Slime is probably going to be 0 cooldown, so spammable over and over. However, it's low dark damage. Or even this one, it's moderate dark damage, but this one applies poison, which also reduces enemy damage output. Alright, how big can it be? Deals, applies a damage boost to itself, and maximum life. Okay, so I'm also seeing some tankiness to this monster, but mostly attack. Removes shields from an enemy, that can be pretty useful for the first thing it does. Deals very heavy physical damage, gains as much life as damage dealt, requires cooldown. So interesting, we have it's essentially a raw attacker, but the advantage to this monster over other attackers is, like I said, this is a very vampiric monster. This monster could have like half HP, and then you attack, and then you steal life. So I can call it right now. It's gonna be like a 2 strength, 1 speed kind of room built monster. I gotta say, I like it, but at the same time, I recognize that it might not be as powerful as other attackers. Like, part of me would rather use Cyber, make an enemy weak to metal attacks, and then AoE blast them, or single target metal. Part of me would rather use Crusty or Nord to just do extra turn skills. While I like the potential damage output on this monster, I don't know if it's going to be a very popular monster. As for the ultimate, Kane seemed fine. It applies a 3-turn death countdown to enemies, morgues, and removes 100% of stamina. So it's very cool that you at least... It's cool that if you're going to apply death countdown, that you at the very least remove stamina from the enemy. So that's cool. I will say that Lonrad, the current maze monster, he does have that immunity to death countdown and instant kill skills, so as a trait, so that's pretty cool that they kind of counter each other. But yeah, I see a I see a monster who I love the design. I really love the design, especially as a baby form. I just love it. It's literally like a baby and adult. There isn't much of a difference other than you open your mouth. I like it, but I don't think it's going to be that strong of a monster. I guess we have to wait and see when the stats are out and everything. I imagine pretty high life. I imagine a pretty good power, and then just, yeah, that life stealing capability is nice, but I don't know, I don't really see him being used that much. I will also say that it is kind of cool that he's a dark based monster, and right now one of the best monsters that you're going to battle is the rank 3 Daedalus who has Megatons, so at the very least you can maybe attack him and you have that elemental advantage with certain attacks like that moderate dark based attacks. So I kind of see where Shelter Point is coming from. You also would make Daedalus weak to physical attacks, and then you can follow up with the physical attack and drain life, so I like it. Lots of setup with the skills, also attacks, but unfortunately, I don't know. Oh wait, we have a trait. So let's see. At rank 0, he's hardened. Okay, he gains a damage. Oh, he gains damage increase at rank 1. So, oh, I might like him a lot more now, because with that damage increase, immediately all these attacks are 50% stronger, and who knows what you can do with that, right? Like, attacks become a lot stronger. That damage boost can stack with that double damage. Okay, so I guess we'll have to see when the stats are out. At rank 3, immunity to possession, which, I mean, can just help out, right? You can get possessed, that's awesome, especially since there's dark controllers out there. Alright, moving on to the next monster, Vastus, which is the monster. Is this a monster that was at the screensaver? It looked a lot more menacing from behind, I will say that. Now he looks kind of tiny, and I thought he had more red to him. Anyhow, alright, so this monster, I figured he was going to be an earth monster. Right now we are lacking in the earth category for mythic monsters. So let's see what this monster has. Tell the weak he's strong, deals heavy earth damage to one enemy. Oh wow. Usually this is the default skill. Normally default skills are like low damage. Watch, if we look at other monsters, low damage. Is his attack going to be a heavy earth damage for a default skill? Deals low earth damage. Okay, that makes more sense. Alright, come back with the sword, deals moderate earth damage to enemies, applies quicksand, AoE quicksand, alright. Applies positive effect protection to itself. I would say I do like that a lot of the mythic monsters are doing that positive effect protection. I like it. I like it a lot. Applies damage boost. It's just a setup skill, but at least the setup skill keeps the damage boost. Deals moderate earth damage to enemies. Applies daze. I mean, if you don't kill them, it's good that you reduce their accuracy and damage output by 25%. Oh, haha. Lonred has a problem. Deals heavy earth damage to an enemy. Applies stun to an enemy. Applies daze to an enemy. So, interesting. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Lonred, I do believe he is, what is he? He is a light monster, so earth is not the elemental advantage against light. Is it? No, I believe it's not. Is it? Maybe I don't know. You guys can tell me in the comments below. But it applies stun to an enemy. Does Lonred have stun immunity? Dang, I can't remember. He has the life increase, he has the hardened, and he has the immunity to death. Okay, so at least you can stun and daze. I don't know, I wish, because of the skill name, I wish it would have been more centered around, like, being super effective again, Lonred. Like, maybe double positive effect removal, right? He has the evasion, he has the positive effect protection, he has the... I don't know. I wish it would have done more, just considering the name, but, I mean, heavy earth damage and stun at the end of the day, single target, that's pretty good. The forces with us deals very heavy earth damage. Ooh, a strong AoE skill right here. Deals very heavy earth damage. And We Are Warriors applies Pierce. Ah, there's the Pierce skill right there. Deals massive special damage, removes Pierce from itself. Okay. I see it now. I see why people are potentially freaking out about this monster. Okay, let me think. Dang. Applies Pierce to itself and massive special damage. At least it's not an elemental base, because then you would have elemental advantages, right? Applies Pierce to itself, deals massive special damage. Alright, I will say this. Legendary monsters are done for, right? You can protect them with an armor claw, like Megataunt, Wormlad, Megataunt, no, not even Megataunt, Wormlad, Armor Claw, Grakon. You really can protect, if you have this monster, if you battle this monster, you really can't protect your Wormlad anymore, because I guarantee you, this monster being a mythic monster, having a massive special attack, is probably going to be able to OTK your Wormlad, your Grakon, any of your dodge area monsters. So you can single target whoever you want. Doesn't matter if there's a Daedalus on the field, you can attack whoever you want with We Are Warriors. I imagine this skill will have a high cooldown. At the very least, at least it's not an AoE skill. Will this break the meta? I don't think so. Grakon and Wormlad at the very least still have revival essence, so they can come back to life, and they dominate the meta right now. But it is definitely a way to instant kill. I could also see this monster being ran with his nemesis, Lonred, even if he dies, right? let's assume this monster dies. Bam, like, he dies, you resurrect with Lonrad, immediate extra turn, and then go for whoever you want because of this massive attack. I can see this monster being 2 strength and a speed. I can see him even being 3 strength. I mean, in a team with Daedalus, this guy in a Reviver, Mrbeast, or Lonrad, yeah, he can do We Are Warriors and kill whoever he wants. So it definitely is menacing. It's quite menacing. Yeah, it is something to worry about. I don't know if it's game breaking, but it is something. Oh, look at the alt. It didn't help. Applies Pierce, deals heavy earth damage, applies stun. No moves. If he gets his alt, he can probably OTK everyone, assuming they're not mythics. If they're legendaries, for sure. But We Are Warriors. It's going to be hard to say. We have to see this monster's stats and everything, but I mean, regardless, I can definitely see him being a killer for sure. And you know, I just remembered, Earth has an elemental advantage against Thunder. So I wish this skill would have been like a Thunder-based attack. This would have made more sense, right? If it was like, Lonrad has a problem, take this Thunder-based attack. Take that elemental advantage. But that being said, overall, that Pierce skill I think is... It's going to be interesting to see the stats and everything, but for sure, you're going to be able to OTK whoever you want. Like, if the enemy is relying on a Brutalis and a Wormlad, no revival on Wormlad, you can probably OTK Wormlad. So he's definitely going to be interesting. He's going to be interesting, other than the Pierce mechanic right here. Other than the Pierce mechanic, and I wonder what happens if you're able to do Don't Refuse This Offer, have your positive, your Protect Positive effects applied, and then We Are Warriors. I think you would keep the Pierce. But other than that, ignoring this skill, let's see what we have. A heavy Earth AoE, that's pretty powerful. Again, it's a great thing that Daedalus is Earth-based, so then it won't be as effective against them. I do like how Social Point is kind of balancing it, right? We're seeing that. Deals heavy Earth damage, applies stun. I do like the single stun skill, heavy Earth damage. We have an AoE Daze, we have a setup skill, we have Quicksand. Overall, he's just an attacker that happens to have this Pierce skill, which is scary. So, I don't think he's going to be game-breaking, but... It's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see because for sure legendaries aren't going to be able to survive. You might have to start running Wormlad with a level 10 life rune. Maybe that's going to be a way to counteract this monster, but it really depends what rank he is and everything. So I'm excited to see this monster and the Pierce mechanic and the stats and the trade and everything. Like, if this monster ends up having a damage boost at the start of the battle and other stuff, like immune to stun and immune to other stuff, I'm like, okay, I see it. Oh, you know what? It's funny, even this skill, Lonrad has a problem. If Lonrad has his evasion and his dodge area, you can still We Are Warriors against him. So just further showing like how much he hates Lonrad. It doesn't matter about that sun protection skill, you can still penetrate thanks to your Pierce and still attack him. So that's interesting for sure. That is super interesting. So I'm excited about the monster. He's going to be another maze monster, so he's going to be free-to-play friendly. Everyone's going to be able to get him, so that's pretty cool. I'm excited for him. I am excited for him. Again, he looked a lot more menacing from behind, but it is what it is. Alright, let's see what else we have going on. So let me scroll up. Collector's Breeding. Did we talk about this? I think this is currently going on right now. So we also have the Capitalized Breeding event. So breeding combinations, Varna plus Lord of Atlantis, Varna plus Galante, Lord of Atlantis plus Urticus, and you can get Gorg, an elite monster. For every successful breeding, you also get 100 orbs, a token chest for Krusty's Tails, and if you fail, you get 15 orbs. So this can help you get your Warmaster and get an elite monster, Gorg. Top monsters breeding event are Saula, Alkanine, Nikasha, Varna, Rosioku, Inheritor. I will say, if you go for Rosioku, there's also a lot of cells in Monster Wood, so potentially you can rank up. McBlood and Flawless, no one's too amazing, but you do get additional Krusty cells, and you even get 2 cells if you don't get a monster. So I would go for Rosioku, maybe Nikasha, maybe Alkanine. Honestly, you're not going to be using too much of them, to be honest. But at least Rosioku has dodge area and anticipation. Nikasha blocks resurrection and has dodge area if you rank them up. Alright, the relic breeding events, I mean, this is just a chance to get 2 bronze relics. I really wish Social Point would do what they do with the other events, so maybe if you're successful, it'd be cool if you got like a silver chest, and if you fail, like 2 bronze relic, but maybe that's asking for too much. Alright, here we have the Moochy breeding event. So let's see. Mochi, if that's not, you may obtain 3 amazing legendary monsters. Actually, we just had a Blazinger breeding event, so maybe... No, but they already confirmed Mochi breeding event as well. Also a chance to get Pierside! Finally, I still don't have this monster. Awesome. Little Red Fairy Cap and Bella Ba. Interesting. Dark, and a light monster. Previous teammates monster. Alright, let's see. Moonhaze plus Dr. Watts. Once again, the free-to-play pass monsters. It feels like Social Point is always going to be doing those. But if you happen to buy the Gold Legends Pass, you get multiple chances, right? Because you can do Ondana and Dr. Watts, and you can do Zorky and Moonhaze. Alright, just remember, beating the 2 Jokers won't work. We're going to have a Muchi pathway. I believe this pathway is open to everyone, even if you don't get the monster. I believe this kind of pathway is open to everyone. All right, let's see. Update. I think it's the same, no? Oh, wait, they changed the order. It's Moonhazer Zorky and Dr. Watts or Ondana. The Mrbeast Equipment Challenge. Let's see if it tells us what this thing does. Go perfectly in a journey. Nope. Unfortunately, we don't see what that does. Mrbeast sells breeding events. Lord Maltus and Orals. Patreon. I think that passed Mini Maze Island. Panda Explorer will guide you through this mini maze. Collect rewards. Alright, cool. So we'll see what that mini maze island is. Oh, Metal Bee or Urkin. If you have Metal Bee or Urkin, you'll collect cells. Own them both, and you'll be able to see the full selection of rewards. Cool. So individual pathways there. This is going to be the screen for Krusty. Look at his eyes. And let's see what else we have. Other peak information. So yeah, see, there's going to be a frat event, which means additional ways to get Amber and Mochi cells. So even if you can't successfully breed one, maybe someone on your team buys a gem pack and you get 100 cells. Okay, Mrbeast banner. At the start of the battle, increase all allies' max stamina forever. We need this because stamina keeps getting drained by all of these new diamond relics out there. So this is definitely a must. When the turn starts, if any ally stamina is below 25, wow. Charging banner on steroids. That's what this is. Wow, this is phenomenal. This is the next go-to relic. I tell players all the time that even though we have Dartmouth's banner and Ingvar's banner, a lot of times I prefer charging banner because that stamina is an issue. So now that we have increased stamina forever, and it has 3 uses just like charging banner, this is upgraded charging banner. We finally got a diamond charging banner. This is phenomenal. Dang, that's awesome. Wow, I'm blown away by that. That is great. I feel like we're going to be seeing more of these increases max something forever, like max life forever at the start of the battle. Summer chest. You can celebrate summer right here in Monster Legends. 2 suggestions. The first one is Nemesis Summer Chest. Contains 3 top nature monsters, Silverleaf, and Ninadale Surprise. So I'm not going to bother to reading about that. You guys know my opinion on buying stuff in the game. Golden Legends Pass all the way, every single month. Go for it. Alright, and then this is just some information on the Lonrad Limited Pathway. So that's all old. So I think there's 2 things to talk about. Mochi and Vastus. These 2 monsters, give me your thoughts about them in the comments below. What do you think about that Pierce mechanic? And what do you think about the new banner? Is this not a super overpowered banner? Any thoughts in the comments below. Thank you guys very much for letting me know about all this new information. But now I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about these 2 new mythic monsters and this amazing Mrbeast banner? Thank you guys very much, and remember to subscribe.